And a most pleasant good evening from the Glen Arclem Memorial Gymnasium here in Jasper on the campus of Bevil State Walker College. I'm Brett Elmore alongside Brian Hill for WJLX Sports. And tonight we have Bear basketball as the Bears are back after losing to Chattahoochee Valley on the road by a final score of 60-54 tonight. It'll be, of course, Coastal North coming into town with a 1-7 record overall, and under Coach Chuck Taylor in his first season at the helm of the program. Brian, good to see you again, sir. And of course, the Bears coming off a loss. They're 2-5 on the season, but a good opportunity, I believe, to get back on the winning side of things tonight.
Absolutely, Brett. One of the last two scheduled games of 2021. Of course, this is a conference opponent in Coastal Alabama North. Very interesting to see how we do against them. They have played Snead recently and lost that one by a fairly close margin, and they also play Gaston State. So these next couple of games will be interesting to see with teams out of the Southern Conference how we match up.
Yeah, they are currently on a 4-game losing skid. They lost to Snead by 26 points, 89-63. So that sting is still well, they're still feeling that, and they made the long road trip from Monroeville, Alabama, up north to Jasper to take on the Bears tonight. Of course, Coastal North, they are the Eagles after consolidating just a few years ago. Schools like Jeff Davis, Alabama Southern, and Faulkner State consolidated to form the new Coastal Community College. They have a northern campus, a southern campus, and a central campus, I think? Eastern campus. But they have different basketball teams, so we'll see, I believe, the South later on in the season. But Coastal North tonight, the Eagles out of Monroeville.
Yeah, and I've been to Coastal Alabama South, and I can tell you that's a haul. I do not envy the road trip backwards and forwards that these guys have had to take, because it is you're almost going coast to coast on this one.
You're absolutely right. We're about 5 minutes away from tip-off of tonight's game. We still have time for you to join us here at the Clem. We'd love to see you. Of course, tip-off is set for 6 o'clock tonight, so come on out to the gym and enjoy some junior college basketball tonight. If not, we'll have it for you on the radio and our live stream at WJLX 1015 FM. All right, and online at WJLX1015FM.com. We will step aside and take a break. Woody Wilson back at the studio, our producer and engineer. Sebastian Black on our camera tonight for our live stream. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip of tonight's game. That's following these messages.
Hi, I'm Mason Boren with Twisted Barley Brewing Company in downtown Jasper, and I do all my banking with Pinnacle Bank.
Hi, my name is Sean Doss from the Cigar Box and Goatee Screen Printing downtown Jasper, and my bank is Pinnacle Bank.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at H.L. Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Your story starts at Bevil State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevil State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
We welcome you back into the Glen R. Clem Memorial Gymnasium. Bear basketball, of course, presented by Pinnacle Bank here in Jasper. And, Brian, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. First of all, for Coastal South, going to go with number 0, Kai Morgan. Number 5, Justin Harris will get the start. Number 11, Jeremiah Hudson will get the start, as well as 25, Mackay Hensley, and 35, Jordan Johnson. For the Bears, as you hear the buzzer here, the Bears going to go with number 0, Maurice Johnson, 5'11" sophomore from Norcross, Georgia. Number 3, C.J. Beckham will get the start, 6'3" sophomore from Carver High School in Birmingham. He's averaging 10 points a game. Number 10, Kenton Steele will get the start, 6'5" freshman from Hamilton. Number 13, R.J. Stevens, 6'5" freshman from Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa. And number 24 will get the start, Carterius Evans. He's a 6'5" sophomore from Minor High School. Carterius is averaging 15 points a game, Brian.
Yeah, he is 10th in the state overall with 15 points per game. He is second in field goal percentage, 70.1%, and he is also 6th in blocks, 1.3 per game. He led the game against Chattahoochee Valley in points, 20 points and 5 rebounds.
All right, we have some announcements going on now to the crowd here from Max Weaver. He is the athletic director, so we will step aside here, Brian, and take another break. Woody will take another 1-minute timeout, 1 minute, and we'll be back with more from Bevil State Walker College campus, where the Bears set to take on the Eagles of Coastal North. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hello, my name is Ike Baker. I'm a surgeon here in Jasper. I've been using Pinnacle Bank since I came here after residency, and I really enjoyed the local decision-making here and have enjoyed our relationship.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at H.L. Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
Hi, I'm Drew Gilbert, managing partner at Tallulah Brewing Company, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Dr. Amanda Daugherty, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
And we're back at the Glen R. Clem Memorial Gymnasium. The Bears and the Eagles set to do battle here tonight from the Clem. We appreciate you folks joining us here tonight, and a decent crowd on hand. Talked to some folks before the game, and they're here to enjoy some great Bear basketball. And we are too, as we are set with the first half of action. Of course, all Bevil State games brought to you by Pinnacle Bank here in Jasper.
Hey, Brett, want to say a special hello to Coach Tommy Suits. He dropped us a wonderful message last week. He listens in on the broadcast. Coach, hope you're doing well, enjoying your retirement. Thank you for joining us and listening in for Bevil basketball.
Yes, sir. I hope you are enjoying your retirement. Coach Suits did a great job as they restarted the program here. And the tip controlled by the Eagles of Coastal North. Justin Harris with the basketball, top of the circle. He'll go right side to Johnson now. He dips it underneath to his teammate who draws a triple team. Out of bounds it goes. Last touched by the Bears.
I think this is the first time that we've seen Kenton Steele in the lineup, Brett.
Yes, sir. Steele gets the start tonight for the Bears. The inbounds is to Harris. Harris goes top of the key. Right side to Morgan. Morgan to the dribble. Just underway from the Glen R. Clem Memorial Gym. Baseline jumper as time expires. It draws rim, the rebound, and the putback is not there. The Bears in possession. C.J. Beckham with the basketball. Bounce pass right in front of us here to R.J. Stevens. Long jumper, good. R.J. Stevens. First points of the night, and it's 2-0 Bears out front. He was about 2 feet inside that perimeter, Brian, and he drained it.
Yeah, he was shooting some good threes during warm-ups. That might be an option that we might see from RJ.
Harris with the basketball, top of the key, goes right side with the pass to Morgan. Open look three, back iron, no good. Over the back is number 25, Malachi Hesley is his last name. That's going to be his first team foul of the night. And Hudson will inbound baseline. .18:44 time to go here, opening half, just underway. Here's number 11, Hudson from the key. He'll back out and leave it off with the point guard, Justin Harris. Harris looking underneath, a streaking player was there, Jordan Johnson. It goes behind him and out of bounds.
Some good defense there by Carterius Evans to break everything up.
Maurice Johnson with the basketball for the Bears. Gonna leave it in the hands of R.J. Stevens. Back over to Steele now. And near side to Beckham. Here's Stevens gonna square up for a long jumper again. It's no good. Off the front iron, just short. And the rebound out to Jordan Johnson and the Eagles. Ball sails out of bounds, and it'll be Bear basketball.
Once again, disrupting on the play. Maurice Johnson this time breaks it apart.
Bears with the basketball, top of the circle. Stevens kick out pass now to Steele. Steele, a 6'5 freshman from Hamilton. Not seen a lot of playing action so far this season, but he gets to start tonight. On the far baseline, on the wing, here's the ball stripped away from Carterius Evans into the hands of Jeremiah Hudson. Hudson leaves it off with Harris. 17 and a half minutes to go here, opening half. Hudson. Here's Morgan now right side. Gonna feed Hudson, top of the key. He'll shoot the three with 10 on the shot clock. It's no good. The dunk is there, count it, and the foul.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to tag Carterius Evans with his first foul of the game, and I believe we have some check-ins from the Bears.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have some subs, Brian.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be Cornelius Grant checking in, along with Cameron Scott.
Kitten Steele will go to the bench, as will R.J. Stevens. Free throw coming up for Malachi Hesley. Shot is no good. Rebound Bears. Out front quickly. This is C.J. Beckham. Beckham whistles now. And we got a baseline foul here on number 5 for the Eagles. That is Justin Harris, his first.
Brett Grant had an excellent game last time out against Chattahoochee Valley. 11 points, 9 rebounds, and a couple of blocks.
Carterius Evans underneath, shot no good. Can't get it to fall. And the rebound out to the Eagles. Eagles with the basketball. Harris goes right side. Now back to Harris. Thought about the three, and now he'll pull back. Picked up by Beckham defensively as the Bears are in a man-to-man. He'll go far side with a dribble. Leaves it off of Morgan. Morgan between the legs with a dribble. Now he drives in the paint. Stops his dribble. Finds underneath. Shot blocked by Carterius Evans. And a nice save that time by Cam Scott between the legs into the hands of the Bears. They're running with the basketball. Shot underneath. No good. Whistles and a foul. And that'll send C.J. Grant to the line.
That was a picturesque block by Carterius Evans. Of course, Carterius 6 in the state, 1.3 blocks per game.
Shot on the way. It is up and no good. Rims out for C.J. Grant, the 6'6 freshman from Woodlawn. He's averaging 8 points a game now for the Bears. Second shot on the way to give the Bears the lead, and he gets it. His first point of the game makes it 3-2. Bears on top. Top of the circle, open look three. Morgan, no, will not fall. Rebound on the wing, left side. The putback is going to fall for number 11, Jeremiah Hudson, his first points. And that gives the Eagles a lead 4-3. Here's a three on the way. Cam Scott, it's good.
Beautiful, picturesque three there by Scott.
Cam Scott with a three. That's his first points of the night. And the Bears are up now 6-4. Nice feed underneath. Kick out pass is going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Cam Scott and the Bears.
Cam almost had that. And he would have definitely picked up some points out of that one.
Cam, of course, just nailed a tray. Beautiful shot that time from Cam to give the Bears the lead 6-4. Here's the inbounds. Harris, 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Desperation shot will not go. Rebound coming out to Maurice Johnson and the Bears. Bears running, and they throw it out of bounds. Intended for a streaking Beckham, but he zigged, and Maurice zagged with the pass.
Of course, C.J. Beckham is a player that we've seen really come into his own these past few games. Going to be looking for a big game from him.
Justin Harris with the basketball. He goes top of the circle to Hudson. Stops, looks, high post. Here's a shot. Turnaround jumper, no, from Morgan. But he's going to draw the foul, and 2 shots coming up as that foul is going to be on Maurice Johnson. That's his first.
A little delay on the call there. They waited a little while to call that.
Yeah. Just a tad bit of a delay, you say? I would tend to agree with you. But what do I know? I know Kai Morgan's to the line where he is scoreless tonight, but not any longer as he nails the first and makes it 6-5. Second shot coming up. It is on the way, and it is good.
Tie ball game now, Brett. 6-6.
6-6 your score. And now Beckham will work it up the floor here. He'll leave it off now with R.J. Stevens on the wing, near side. Back over to Johnson for 3. No. And the Eagles away with the rebound. Morgan comes away with it. Morgan with 14:50 to go, opening half. Leaves it off now with Justin Harris. Harris right side to Calbert. Calbert stops his dribble, finds Morgan. He'll drive on the wing, kick out pass. Hudson, 3-ball, good. And he nailed that one, his 5th point. That makes it 9-6. Here's a feed underneath, air ball, no good. And the rebound out to the Eagles. Eagles with the basketball. It's going to be knocked away by Beckham. They come back up with it, though. Here's a loose ball out of bounds. It'll be 2 shots coming up, I believe. I believe that was a foul, or nope, went out of bounds.
Now Trinity Epps checking in for Maurice Johnson, the Walker Viking, Jasper Viking.
Yeah, son of Coach Robert Epps.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll have the basketball. Goes between the legs with the dribble. Comes near side, feeds a bounce pass over to C.J. Grant. Grant, he will lose the handle of the basketball, and Hudson comes up with it. Hudson going to leave with Morgan. Now left side to Allen for 3, no. And the rebound out to the Bears. They're running with it. Bears, here's a lay-in, no. And an offensive foul on C.J. Grant. My goodness.
Bears are starting to stutter a little bit here. They're having a hard time finding the basket, Brett.
Yeah, they really are. Drew Allen will inbound for the Eagles, and they'll get it in here. 9-6 your score, first half from the Clem. Harris will break the timeline with the dribble, picked up by Epps defensively. Goes left side now to Hudson. Hudson to the dribble. He'll drive in the paint, drives right past Cam Scott, lays it up. He can't get the shot to fall. Beckham and the Bears back the other way. No, he blew the layup. Man, the Bears can't buy a bucket.
No, they're struggling.
Yeah, ice cold shooting from the floor so far. Here's a blocked shot. Beckham back the other way. Beckham, can he get it to fall? Now he's going to leave it off with his teammate, C.J. Grant, and they'll have to reset here. Near side, Epps. Epps to the dribble. He'll go top of the circle now and reset the offense. Leaves it off now with Cam Scott. Scott back to Epps. Epps will shoot. Epps off the arc. No good. Short with the jumper with 12:50 to go in the opening half. Hudson lays it, or kisses it off the glass, excuse me. It is good. And that's going to make it 11-6 now as he kissed it off the glass. And 11-6 your score. Coastal North on top, and we got a timeout on the floor. Brian will take one as well. 30 seconds, back with more Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank in a moment.
Your story starts at Bevil State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevil State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Welcome back, Bear basketball on WJLX, the sports voice of Walker County, where the Bears are down 11-6 here with 12:40 time to go in the opening half.
Bears have got to get some offense moving, Brett. They have just struggled to find any baskets.
Epps with the basketball, stops his dribble, leaves it with Beckham. Beckham, top of the key, Stevens. Back over now to Beckham. Beckham looking inside, nothing there. He'll drive to the baseline. He stopped, 6 to shoot, 5 at 4. A kick over. R.J. Stevens, no. The ball is saved, but it's a shot clock violation. And now it'll be Eagle basketball.
This is tough sledding for this Bears offense.
No doubt about it. Kai Morgan with the basketball, feeds it inside, and the Bears defense collapses in. Here's a 3 on the way. No, will not go for Harris. And the rebound, Epps and company back the other way. Here's a long shot off the mark and no good. Didn't draw anything. Pass is intercepted by Epps. Back the other way. Bears with numbers and a reach-in foul by Kai Morgan. That's probably the smartest thing he could do in that instance, Brian, because that was a sure dunk coming up for number 15, Cam Scott.
Absolutely. Cam Scott leading the team with 3 points right now. Brett, we know that the free throw line has not been kind to the Bears this season.
First shot on the way, and good. It's Cam's 4th point. Makes it 11-7. Bears back in action coming up Thursday night against Wallace of Selma. Second shot, good. It's 11-8. Eagles on top and with the basketball. Harris hands it off to Allen, goes far side. Back up top to Harris. Harris works off a screen, goes right wing. Here's a long shot off the mark, no good. Offensive board, put back is blocked, out of bounds. Last touch by the Bears, but good defense. That time by R.J. Stevens.
R.J. Stevens with a block and done very well.
C.J. Grant will check back in for the Bears. He will spell R.J. Stevens. And the referees now huddling up. I don't know what their issue may be. They may be resetting the shot clock.
I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah. And now they're explaining everything to Coach Kelly Cheatham in his second year as the head coach of the Bears. And finally, inbounds coming up. Whistles.
Now it's 17 on the clock is what they're saying.
Okay. All right, we got it. 17 on the shot clock. Inbounds coming up. They'll get it into Allen, who will launch and connect the long deuce. His first points. And was that a three? I guess it was.
Yep. Because it was 11-8 just a moment ago, so they definitely counted a three.
So a three-pointer makes it 14-8. Here's the drive. Whistles at a foul. We got a blocking foul, and that's going to send the Bears to the line to shoot 2 shots, and that'll be Cam Scott.
He came up with both of them last time out. Let's see if he's in his groove and connect on these 2.
First shot on the way. It is up, and rims out, no good. 10:57 to go opening half here. Second shot coming up for Cam Scott, the 6'6" sophomore from Benson Valley. Connects. It is good. 14-10 now. Here is the long shot, no good, and the rebound coming out to the Bears, but it's stolen away. Allen with the basketball, squares up for 3, no. And the Bears out with a rebound. Epps with the basketball. Epps gonna feed. Here's a baseline. Floater gonna be blocked by the Eagles. Ball stolen away. Maurice Johnson with the basketball. Johnson gonna leave now. On the baseline. An open look shot. Good.
Carterius' first points of the game.
Carterius Evans with a baseline jumper. Good. And that is going to make the score now 14-12. Under 10 minutes to go in the half. Harris with the basketball. He's got to leave it right side with Allen. Looking for Morgan. Finds him. Picked up by Johnson defensively. Makes a move baseline. Shot will not go. And the rebound out to the Bears. Bears running with it. Johnson has it. Johnson going to leave it off now with Carterius Evans. Bounce pass. On the wing left side, turnaround jumper off the back iron, no good, and the rebound out to the Eagles. Kai Morgan with the basketball. Morgan. Left side with a pass to Harris. Over to Allen in the corner near side. Back to Harris. Over to Allen. Now he'll drive, penetrates, and lays it up and in. My goodness. Another 2. 16-12 your score as he connects. Allen unofficially with 5 points. Carterius Evans with the basketball. Evans drives. Evans charged with an offensive foul. And Brian, I believe that's his second.
It is indeed his second foul, offensive one this time out. And I believe he's going to be taking a seat here for the rest of the quarter.
Substitutions will come in. We'll check your lineup here in just a moment. Grant is in there. Johnson is in there. Epps is still in.
C.J. Beckham just checked in.
Yeah, Beckham is in, and R.J. Stevens. Your 5 on the floor for the Bears. As I believe Coach Cheatham, and this is something you'll see in the pre-holiday schedule, maybe working with different players, different combinations to see what he can come up with.
Yeah, trying to see exactly what clicks the best as Malachi Hampton is in and Trinity Epps will sit down.
So the Eagles with the basketball and a 4-point lead at 16-12. Eagles top of the circle. Oh, the ball is loose and being fought for, and the Eagles come back up with it. Justin Harris has it, pulls up. On the wing, takes a jumper, no good, into the hands of Johnson with a rebound for the Bears. Johnson drives, Johnson shot no good, but he's fouled and will go to the line.
It's a great sequence for Maurice, just couldn't connect, but he does draw the foul.
So 2 shots coming up for Maurice Johnson, the 5'11" sophomore from Norcross, Georgia. Scoreless so far in the ball game. He's averaging 5 points a game. And he missed the first one, no good.
A whole lot of substitutions coming in for the Eagles.
Yeah. Mass substitutions for the Eagles, and now Johnson will have another shot here. The Bears, as a team, shooting 63% from the charity stripe this year. Missed the shot, but the board coming down to the Bears, number 13, R.J. Stevens, and he'll be fouled. No. They're going to call the – yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And they will inbound baseline. That's what I was confused on. They get it inbounds. And it's going to be stolen away by the Eagles. Pack with a basketball. Jaquan Pack, who just checked into the ball game, leaves it with Williams, left side. Back over to Hudson. Bounce pass in the corner. 3 on the way. Short. Rebound, Maurice Johnson. Now he's going to be, well, the ball's fought for and now dunked. My goodness. The dunk. And that makes it 18-12 as the Eagles have the lead. Beckham with the basketball. The Bears need to get something going offensively. Bounce pass. Johnson near side on the wing. Jumper. Long J will not fall. And once again, the Eagles down with the rebound. Williams has it. Now it's going to be stolen away by Johnson. Fast break basketball. Oh, my goodness. Holy smokes. A monster dunk that time. And who was that?
That was Cornelius Grant with a beautiful dunk.
Cornelius Grant with a huge dunk that time. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. Grant that time, how many points do you have him with?
I have him with 3.
I do too, but he had a monster dunk, as you folks on the live stream looking, as he nails the dunk. And that'll make it 18-14 now here in the opening half of Action Bear Basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank. And this gives us time to remind you that the Bears will be back in action against Wallace of Selma Thursday night. 6 o'clock tip-off here at the Clem. And, Brian, that's the last scheduled game, but you talked to Coach before, and he may have us a game or two scheduled around the holidays. We're not sure.
Yeah, we're looking for a couple of games during that holiday break. May weed it in. Coach Cheatham told us as soon as anything becomes official, he'll let us know. Be a good game. Really good opportunity if we can get a couple of games there before the new year starts.
Yeah.
That's a long lull, though.
That is a long lull. All right, back to action. Eagles with the basketball. Williams has his pocket picked. Malachi Hampton. Here is a loose ball now. The Bears come back up with it, and it's loose again, and the Eagles have it. My goodness. Who wants the basketball more? Here's a feed underneath off the Snowburn. It's stolen away by Beckham. Re-stolen by the Eagles. Who wants the basketball? It's up for grabs. Carlos Williams has it for the Eagles, top of the key. He'll try to slow the pace up a little bit in the reach-in foul on Malachi Hampton. Malachi is a 6'6" freshman from Sulligent High School.
We've seen him being added into the lineup quite frequently here the past couple of games, Brett. I think the coaching staff may be looking for him to step up.
18-14 your score, 6:39 to go in the opening half from the Clem. Kick out pass, 23 with it. That is Cumberbatch, and it's out of bounds. Bear basketball.
No, they're going to say last touch by C.J. Beckham.
C.J. Beckham, no?
Nope, now they're going to change it up.
Okay, I thought they signaled this way, but you never know, Brian.
No. Well, I'm happy to be wrong.
I'm happy you're wrong. Maurice Johnson has the basketball. Bears trail by 4. Hampton with it. Hampton will drive. Hampton will lose the handle. Bears come back up with it. Beckham has it. Beckham drives. Beckham lay in. Beckham, good.
CJ's first points of the game.
Those are big ones, too, for C.J. Beckham. 18-16. Shot is missed. Back the other way. Bears with a chance to tie or take the lead. There's a drive. Shot. Good.
Tie ball game.
Maurice Johnson going to lay it up and in. He tried the left side. Nice floater in the lane. 5:50 time to go here in the opening half, and we're tied at 18. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll return with more Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank after this 30-second timeout.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake McKenzie from All South Land and Timber. We have been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Welcome back, Bear basketball here on WJLX as we're back to action from the Clem. Whistles now and a foul as the Bears have fought back to tie this ball game up with 5:40 to go in the opening half. We're tied at 18.
Foul here. They were going to be going 1-1, but Brett, ever since that big dunk, that started a 6-0 run and allowed the Bears to tie this game.
To the line goes Jeremiah Hudson. Front half of the 1-1 is no good. Rebound, whistles, and over the back, I believe, on Mackay Hesley. And the Bears will have it baseline. Or no, that'll be the 7th team foul. And now the Bears will be in the bonus.
Yep, we're shooting free throws for the rest of the half now. Both teams with 7.
And to the line will go C.J. Grant. C.J. eyes the bucket to give the Bears the lead. Swish. 19-18. Bears on top.
Boy, that dunk is looking more and more powerful right now, Brett. 7 unanswered points.
Yeah, really. Second shot is no good. Rebound, Bears, and the putback, and the tip is there by number 15 for the Bears. The rebound and the putback off the missed free throw for Cam Scott.
8 points now for Cam.
And now the Eagles with a 3 on the way. It's going to rim around. No, the put-in is there, though. (21-20) your score. Underneath, C.J. Beckham is fouled. And 2 shots, he'll go to the line.
Another long delay on calling the foul.
Yeah, really.
Glad they're calling it, but still at the same time, it goes a little longer.
Yeah, it really does. Shot coming up for C.J. No good. You'll have one more as Epps checks back in along with R.J. Stevens. To the bench goes Malachi Hampton and C.J. Grant. 21-20 your score. And the shot is good. The Bears going to try a press here. Here's Allen with the basketball. Trying to break the timeline. Allen stops. He'll feed a bounce pass. And they break the timeline with it. Here's the 3 on the way. No good for Morgan. Rebound fought for. Epps away with it for the Bears. Epps over now to Johnson. Johnson pulls back for 3. Johnson, no, rims out at no good. And the rebound coming down to the Eagles. Hudson with the basketball. He will take a jumper on the wing right side. No good. Epps with a rebound. Out to Beckham. Beckham going to go coast to coast. Lays it up. He lays it in and a foul.
Beautiful little lay-in and the foul by CJ. He now has 5 points.
So let's see, CJ going to the line here to try to convert the three-point play the old-fashioned way. It's 24-20 here. Beckham dribbles the ball, shoots and scores. Free throw is good. It's a 5-point advantage for the Bears as we have substitutions coming in for both teams. Back into the ball game is C.J. Grant.
Brett, this is an 11-2 run that the Bears are on since that dunk.
And now they're facing the press. The Eagles are, and they're having a tough time breaking the timeline. Finally, they get it. Morgan is double teamed. Gonna have his pocket picked. Here we go. Lay-in good. It is good. The lay-in for Maurice Johnson off the steal. Johnson lays it up and in. They break the timeline, and now Hudson will put it up and in. It's 27-22. Bears by 5. Here's a jumper from about the charity stripe. No good, will not go, and the rebound coming out to the Eagles. As we approach 3.5 minutes to play in the half from the Clem, ball out of bounds, right off of the fingertips of number 21, Jaquan Pack.
Very good defense there by Cornelius Grant to force that turnover.
Beckham will walk it up the floor, working to the goal to our right here. Here's Epps. That's Beckham. Waves him forward and will give it off now instead to Cam Scott. Over to Johnson. High post Grant. Kick out now. Johnson to Beckham. Beckham going to drive. Beckham shoots. He lays it up and it's no good. And the rebound coming out to the Eagles. Morgan with it. 3 minutes to go here in the half. Morgan, top of the circle. Near side with a pass and a whistle away from the ball and a foul. And a hold on one of the Bears.
This may have been on Cornelius Grant.
May have been, but we're going to have free throws coming up now for Omar Cumberbatch. Coach Chuck Taylor off the bench. You can probably hear him across the way. He's not happy with Kai Morgan. Shot on the way, back iron, no good. Rebound, Epps and the Bears. Oh, and they say Epps stepped out of bounds. And he crashed right into the front row here. One of the kids made a, maybe quicker than everybody out on the floor. He just made a bolt to the near side, missed everybody. Good job, kid. Here's Hudson with the basketball at the keyhole. Going to feed outside. 3-ball open, good. That's number 1 again, Carlos Williams. 27-25 your score. Johnson with the basketball, leaves it with Epps. Over to Beckham now, picked up by Calvert defensively. Beckham works off the screen. He will drive in the paint, loose ball. And we got an offensive foul.
Brett, I have to question that one. That looked more.
What was that?
That looked more like an absolute defensive foul. I mean, he body checked him.
They called it out of bounds, I believe. But nonetheless, here's a shot blocked. And a foul is called on Epps. And now that will send number 11 to the charity stripe, Jeremiah Hudson, to potentially tie this ball game up. First shot, back iron, no good. Coastal North shooting 68% on the season from the charity stripe.
Here comes Carterius Evans, and it looks like R.J. Stevens.
Yep. Stevens and Evans, back in, and Epps will check out. Not sure who else checked out. It may have been
believe it's Grant.
Yeah, it was Grant. Second shot on the way. Good. 27-26. Bears by a point and with a basketball. Johnson drives, going to take it all the way to the glass, and a blocking foul. Blocking foul to the man who hit the deck, number 23, Omar Cumberbatch.
This is the double, Brett. 10 fouls now.
Yep.
For Coastal North.
Double bonus time for the Bears. And Maurice Johnson will go to the line. What has he done tonight?
He's got 4 points, a couple of rebounds, and 3 steals, Brett. He's been picking pockets.
First shot is good. Extends the lead out. 28-26. 2:03 to go as Evans checks out. Grant checks back in. Second shot on the way. Short. Off the front iron and no good. Rebound Drew Allen and the Eagles. Out front Williams. Dumps a pass underneath. And now a kick out. Here's Allen. Going to have a shot partially blocked by the Bears. Number 15, Cam Scott, got a hand on it. And the Bears have the basketball. Here is Beckham for 3. Rims out, no good. And the ball goes, it's saved by Beckham, but into the hands of the Eagles. Here's a shot
my
blocked.
goodness.
Blocked.
R.J. Stevens.
The shot is blocked. My goodness.
Brett, I've seen some pretty blocks, but that might be the block of the game.
Absolutely blocked that out of bounds. And Allen will inbound baseline. Goodness. Top of the key for 3. And it goes in for Jeremiah Hudson. And just like that, the Eagles with the lead, 29-28. Bounce pass underneath. A kick out to number 13, R.J. Stevens. Near side. Here's a long shot. Good.
Nice.
It's only a 2 for Cam Scott, but I believe that gets him in double figures.
It does. 10 points now for Cam.
1 minute to go here at the Clem. Here is Whistles, and it goes out of bounds on the baseline. 30-29 your score. Bears out front, and we'll have the basketball here. Maurice Johnson looks over toward Coach Kelly Cheatham for some instructions here. He comes near side. A bounce pass to Grant on the wing. Grant turnaround jumper off the back iron, and it rims out, rattles out, no good. And the rebound coming out to Hudson. Hudson goes all the way to the glass, leaves it now, and the shot is up and in. Cornell Holt makes it 31-30. Bears down by a point here. Johnson with a basketball. 23 seconds on the game clock. 17 shot clock. Shot clock at 14. Here's Johnson going to drive in the paint. Johnson nicely and good.
Lucky number 7 for Maurice.
8 seconds, 7. Working for the last shot. Williams and company. Williams at 4, at 3. Here's Hudson. No, it will not go. And you hear the buzzer. That will end the first half of action. 32-31. Your score here at halftime. As we look back for you folks watching on the stream, we look back at that monster block just a few moments ago that really set the tempo for the Bears. And my goodness, the Bears now going to take a 1-point advantage to the locker room, 32-31, your halftime score. Brian, let's take a break. We'll come back with some halftime comments. That's following these messages. You're listening to Bear Basketball on WJLX. We'll be back.
Yours when you want it.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody, to Clem Gymnasium. Bevil State basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank, where the Bevil State Bears at halftime lead the Coastal Alabama North Eagles 32-31. Brian Hale now joined by Sebastian Black. Bass, we've seen quite an exciting one, a lot of changes in momentum. It's kind of been back and forth in the second part of that first half.
Yeah, it has, and you were just talking about a few minutes off the air. It's really been momentum on both sides. What really did it for Bevil was the dunk that started all, and then not too long ago the block by R.J. Stevens. Yeah, that was an incredible block. I haven't seen that in a long time for Bevil. But like you said, it's been a momentum side affair on both sides. Bevil didn't really get out to start. They probably would have liked to. They really made some mistakes shot-wise, just taking a couple shots that unfortunately did not fall their way, and Coastal North took advantage of that. But, it's a really defensive affair, to be honest. Just Bevil really needs to clean a couple things up here as they go into this second half as they lead by 1 to Coastal North.
Taking a look at some of the individual numbers, Bevil is being led by Cam Scott. He has 10 points, 4 rebounds, a steal, and a block. He is followed by Maurice Johnson, who has 7 points and 3 steals. Next up is C.J. Beckham. He has 6 points and a couple of steals. And lastly, Cornelius Grant. He has 4 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. And blocks have kind of been the modus operandi tonight for the Bears, because they have a total of 5 in the game, 2 of them by R.J. Stevens, and none of them was louder than that one. There probably about 2 minutes left in the game, and R.J. just absolutely blocked this completely, almost out of the gym. Just the wall saved it, but it was a beauty. And, of course, that absolutely gorgeous dunk by Cornelius Grant really changed the tone. Actually, Bevil went on an 11-2 run there, and that really took things to a different level, because by that point, up to that point, Coastal Alabama North had been having their way pretty much with Bevil.
Yeah, they were, and made some really key shots for Coastal North that really gave them the advantage about midway through the second half, or the first half there. But, like I said, Bevil's got to clean up a couple things, and I feel like Bevil could really punch this thing out if they just clean up a couple of mistakes on their end.
We've seen a lot of mixing and matching with players. Some guys that we haven't seen that much of. Kenton Steele making his first start in the game tonight. We've seen Malachi Hampton. Malachi, the past couple of games, has seen a little bit more playing time. And Trinity Epps, the Jasper Viking, has been seeing some more playing time. Obviously, the coaching staff is trying to find combinations that click the best as they go to finish the first part of the season.
Yeah, and I'll give it up to both Trinity and Malachi here. Both those players have really played some pretty good ball tonight. I don't know what their stats really show, but they've been helping the team a good bit here, especially on some of these key plays they have, like the dunk by Carterius Evans, I believe it was, and the block by RJ.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a 2-minute break. The Professor Woody Wilson is going to let you hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll be back with a little walk around the area and regionally. So we'll be back after 2 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to Bevil State basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank. Brian Hale joined by Sebastian Back. Big thanks to our producer and engineer back in the studio, Woody the Professor Wilson. Bass, we just got a one-day break, and we'll be back here Thursday night as the Bears will take on Wallace-Selma, another conference opponent, South Conference opponent, another chance to see how we do with potential teams that, well, with fingers crossed and good play, we could see in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right. And I haven't even, do you know what Wallace-Selma's record is so far this year?
No, but we will certainly have it by Thursday night. We'll give everybody a heads up on that. That's be our next broadcast, and we could have some more games this month. We don't want to make anything official yet because it's not official, but Coach Cheatham and his staff are looking to schedule a couple of more games, which I would like, because otherwise that's a really long lull. I mean, that's a month and a couple of days worth of a lull, and I think it would be good if Bevil has a couple of more games during that time just to keep everything fresh.
Yeah, it would definitely be nice, because, I mean, you're looking at a month and 4 days until we play another ball game in January. So, you know, it'd be nice if we get a couple more games in here before the season, or before the year's over, which, heck, you know, tomorrow is the 1st of December.
Yep, it sure is.
It's definitely winding down.
Mm-hmm. Holiday season just about here. This weekend, of course, airing on WJLX, it's the SEC Championship. The Crimson Tide takes on the #1 team in the nation, the Georgia Bulldogs, for the title, for the big one. We all know by now the big 4-time come-from-behind victory by Bama to beat the Auburn Tigers to officially, more than anything, clinch the SEC West title, even though they clinched it against Arkansas. But Bass, I tell you, you and I have talked about it, we've scrutinized it, we've kicked it around. The offensive line and the running game against this Georgia defense, I just don't know how in the world this is going to go.
You're right on that, and I actually was looking up some numbers for both teams, and there is a couple things that Bama so far leads over Georgia. But I don't know. The defense is going to be tough to go against for Georgia. Georgia's defense has just been killing it this year. But that also comes with the help of Kirby Smart. That also comes, like I said, from the help of Kirby Smart. But their offense, Georgia's offense, has not been the best.
No, not at all.
So maybe Alabama can pounce pretty early on the offensive side, and hopefully we can practice all week this week on our defense, because we are definitely going to need it heading to Saturday.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a 1-minute break, and we're going to be back with the second half action. Brett will be back, but we're going to be back with the second half of Bevil State versus Coastal Alabama North here on WJLX, presented by Pinnacle Bank. A 1-minute break.
Well, you hear the buzzer, and it's time now for the second half of action. The Bears and Coastal North. Hopefully the Bears can keep the lead and notch win number 3 on this season.
We've got a different starter coming out. It's, of course, Carterius Evans out there with Maurice Johnson. Also, Cam Scott, Cornelius Grant, and lastly, C.J. Beckham. So Kenton Steele not starting off the second half.
I was wanting them to turn on the air here, but unfortunately, they don't have any.
Might want to not block your fan there, Brett.
Yeah, really. Just keep it in mind. Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you, Brian comes prepared as the Bears lose the handle on the basketball. Brian brought fans tonight, and boy, if it wasn't for those, we'd be in trouble. Here's a drive along the baseline. Here's a shot partially blocked. And now we have whistles, and we have a foul.
And I didn't see who that is on. I hope this is not on Evans.
I don't know either, but I do know that Kai Morgan will go to the line to shoot. What has he done tonight? I believe he's got at least 2 points that I've written down.
And Evans is going to check out. I believe that was on him, which is that would probably mean that's his third foul, Brett.
Yeah. Second shot to break the tie. It's on the way and good. Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank on WJLX, so the live stream, Facebook and YouTube, Twitter as well. Appreciate you folks tuning in tonight. Here's a drive. Beckham, kick out pass. A long deuce on the way and good for number 13, R.J. Stevens.
RJ with that monster block there just a little bit before halftime.
34-33. Here's Harris going to pull up, take the jumper. No. The rebound and the putback is there by the big guy. Makai Hesley, not sure his dimensions, but he's a tall one. Maybe one of the tallest on the floor. He's about 6'6", maybe 6'7". 35-34 your score. Here's a drive and a kick out to Beckham. Beckham fakes the drive, pulls back, launches, and it rims out on him, no good. Back the other way, Eagles with the basketball. Eagles stops, looking, finds some help in Harris. Leaves it off now with Morgan. Morgan, top of the key now to Harris. Back to Morgan. Picked up by Beckham defensively. Feeds a pass over to Harris, cross court near side, going to take it all the way to the hoop. No good. The dunk follow is not going to connect. And now the Bears back the other way. Here comes Johnson, going to lay it up, kissed it off the glass and in. Nice looking job.
9 points now for Maurice. And we're just seesawing back and forth with a 1 point lead between the teams.
Yep, Bears by a point, Eagles with the basketball. Morgan has it, top of the key, comes near side, works off a screen. He'll hand it off. Hudson with the basketball now, drives in the paint, kick out pass. Open look three on the way, no. And the rebound fought for into the hands of Beckham and the Bears. Beckham back the other way. Here's a feed underneath in the lay-in, good. That was, who was that?
That was Cornelius Grant with his 6th point of the game.
Cornelius Grant with his 6th. We are missing a couple of familiar faces. Don't know where they're at. Don't know the story. I don't know where Gervais Peters is tonight.
Well, I see him over there on the bench.
And Skylar Heiss is absent as well. So I don't know what's going on with those two.
Stoll.
Yep, Steele. Back the other way, Cam Scott with the basketball. Going to leave it off down with Johnson. Coach not happy with something. Coach Cheatham up off the bench. Johnson will reset with 17 to shoot. Johnson, right side perimeter, going to leave it in the hands of C.J. Grant. Grant back to Johnson. Feeds a bounce pass on the wing. Going to work with 5, at 4, at 3, at 2. Johnson at the buzzer, no. And the ball's batted around and finally into the hands of the Eagles. Back the other way. Eagles will soar to the hoop and lay it up and in. That is Kai Morgan.
And they're going to tag Cameron Scott with the foul.
Yep, Cam Scott with a foul is as it's 38-37 now. And the shot up and good. It makes it 38-38. Here's a drive, and the lay-in good from number 15, Cam Scott. He just drove into the lane and just gently laid it up and in.
Yep. 12 points for him, Brett.
40-38 now. Here's a three on the way, no good. Rebound, Johnson. Bears back the other way. Johnson, bounce pass. It's loose. It's in the paint, and the Bears going to come back up with it. 13 has it. That is R.J. Stevens. Back outside, Johnson. He's wide open for three. No, cannot get it to connect. Here's a nice offensive rebound for Beckham, and the Bears will reset. Johnson has it. Looks over toward Coach Cheatham now. Leaves it with Beckham. 10 to shoot. Beckham. Back to Grant. And over now to Cam Scott. Scott back to Johnson. Johnson at 4, at 3, at 2. Going to have to shoot it. And no. Shot clock violation. Got to have more awareness than that.
Mm-hmm. I do like the offensive rebound by Beckham, though. That's something that we need to see more out of the Bears. They just don't see enough offensive rebounding for them.
Eagles with the basketball. Morgan skips a bounce pass underneath the double team. Ball stripped. Eagles come back up with it. Shot no good. Rebound. They get 3 looks at the bucket. And Beckham, or excuse me, C.J. Grant shake it up a bit on that last play.
I think he took an elbow to the lip.
That's never a fun thing.
No.
But the Eagles, with 3 looks at the bucket that time, will go to the line to shoot free throws. Hesley will do so as Epps checks back in for Johnson.
And Grant's going to head to the bench himself. Malachi Hampton will check in for Grant.
Yep, Hampton is in. And 2 shots coming up here. Hesley will eye the bucket. Shot. Good. 40-39. Could tie it here with a successful free throw. Shot. Short. No good. Whistles. And they're going to say that Cam Scott got the lane early. So they'll shoot again. Shot short again. But the board coming now up, stripped away and back into Scott and the Bears. Bears with the basketball. Beckham will drive in the paint, kick out pass. From the keyhole, shot on the way and good for number 13, R.J. Stevens.
Number 6 for him.
Here's a drive, and here's a shot on the way and good from number 0, Kai Morgan. 42-41. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound coming out to the Eagles. Double team, ball is stolen by Epps. He's going to leave it with Hampton, who will be fouled going up to the hoop.
That's 3 steals for Trinity Epps.
Yep. Trinity playing hard. The freshman from Jasper High School. And that'll send Malachi Hampton, the young freshman from Sulligent High, to the line to shoot free throws here. Trying to extend that Bear lead. No good.
Free throws have just, all this season, have just been a sore spot for the Bears.
Yeah, now at 63%, that's going down and down. Malachi connects that time. It's 43-41. And ball almost stolen away again, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Bear basketball. Last touch by Omar Cumberbatch.
It's a good play and effort by Cam Scott.
And we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout. Eagles want to talk things over. 43-41, 13:46. Time to go here in the ball game. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds and return. This is Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank at WJLX.
Hi, I'm Mason Boren with Twisted Barley Brewing Company in downtown Jasper, and I do all my banking with Pinnacle Bank.
Hi, my name is Sean Doss from the Cigar Box and Goatee Screen Printing downtown Jasper, and my bank is Pinnacle Bank.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at H.L. Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Welcome back. Bear basketball is presented by Pinnacle Bank here on WJLX 101.5 FM and, of course, our live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, 4341. By the way, if you miss a ball game, want to check out previous games, you do so on our website, WJLX1015.com. We're back to action as Beckham has it now for the Bears, far side. He'll leave it off with Epps. Now near side. Here's Cam Scott for three. Got it! Cam Scott with a long three from the corner near side.
15 points now for Cam.
15 points for Cam. Underneath they go. Shot on the way and good. 45-43 your score. As I adjust our scoreboard here, I'm trying to run the scoreboard and everything else. Here's a shot on the way. It's off the mark and no good. A rebound coming to the Eagles. I get confused sometimes, Brian, and that's easy to do. 12:48 to go in the ball game, or at least regulation. Here's a shot on the way and no good for 23, Omar Cumberbatch, and he'll go to the line as he's fouled. It was a one-point ball game at the half. Bears led 32-31. Bears lead now 45-43. 12:43 to go. Shot is good.
I haven't seen any breakaway runs, though. This has been a very contentious second half. We saw a bunch of runs in the first half.
Bears will be back in action, by the way, coming up Thursday night. Wallace of Selma coming to town. 6 o'clock tip-off here at the Clem. Shot is good, and just like that, we're tied at 45. Beckham with a basketball for the Bears, right side perimeter. Picked up by Morgan defensively. He'll try to drive on him. On the wing, right side. Beckham to the dribble. Feeds a bounce pass on the wing. Here we go. Going to work underneath. Going to put up the jumper. Off the back iron. Too much. And will not fall for R.J. Stevens. Eagles away with the board. Whistles. What have we here?
Not sure exactly what that is.
Don't know either.
Huh. Alrighty then.
Don't know what the call was, but anyway, we're back to action. Kai Morgan off the inbounds pass. Picked up by Hampton defensively. Morgan tries to dribble around him. He looks inside, nothing there. Under 12 minutes to go. Here's a jumper on the wing, good. 47-45 as Kai Morgan connects. Beckham with a basketball, kick out, Epps. Jukes now will kick out. Beckham for three, Beckham no. And the rebound coming to Scott. And the Bears, and off the fingertips of Epps and out of bounds.
Tough break.
Yep. Right off the hands of Epps and out of bounds as Cam Scott pulled down the board. Epps will go to the bench now.
Maurice Johnson back into the lineup. He's had a good night, Brett. 9 points, 4 rebounds.
Here's a baseline jumper, no good, and we have a foul here. This is going to be on R.J. Stevens, I think. Yep.
The fouls are really beginning to rack up already for Bevil State.
Yeah, the Bears have 5 team fouls now, and our friends from Coastal North, the Eagles, only with 1. Shot on the way and good. 48-45. Coastal North coming in, losers of 4 in a row. They're trying to get back on track here, but the Bears trying to prevent that from happening, but they're hard to handle so far. 49-45 as the free throw is good. Johnson leaves it off of Cam Scott. Picked up by Allen defensively for the Eagles. He's going to drive right past Allen. Going to leave. Offensive foul. Offensive foul.
And I think that may have been a accidental hit in the unmentionables.
Yeah, number 23, Omar Cumberbatch is, well, he's a little shaken.
Yeah. I think this is their biggest lead, though, of the second half for the Eagles.
Yeah, 49-45 your score. Kai Morgan with the basketball. Working against Beckham defensively. Morgan breaks the timeline with the dribble. Feeds left side. 3-ball on the way. Allen, no. And the rebound coming out to the Bears. Beckham back the other way. Beckham going to drive all the way. Has his shot blocked. And the Eagles come away with it. Jordan Johnson with the basketball out to Allen. Or excuse me, Morgan has it. Morgan, top of the key. Morgan thought about the shot, stops his dribble. Now will leave off and back out to Morgan. Morgan near side. Ball is stolen away by the Bears. In transition, Johnson. Gonna leave it now. Evans. Oh, he was short of the dunk. And he's gonna be fouled.
Yeah, he was fouled going up for that dunk.
Yep. He's okay. He'll go to the line.
We haven't seen a whole lot of Carterius tonight because he's been having the foul trouble.
Yeah, he had 2 early ones. I think he has 3 at least. And the shot is up and good. .10:27 to go, 49-46 your score. Second shot on the way. And it is good. 49-47, 10:27 to go. Morgan with the basketball, leaves it with Allen. Allen back over to Pack now, top of the key. Pack to the dribble. Picked up by Johnson defensively. Will leave it in the hands of Morgan. Morgan to the dribble. Drives near side. Kick out, cross court. This is Jaquan Pack for a long 2. No good. Whistles, and we're going back the other way. 23, you got to be charged with this one. That is Cumberbatch. .10:02 to go. Johnson will walk it up the floor for the Bears, working to the goal to our left here. Over to Epps now, right side perimeter. Epps dribbles top of the circle, comes near side with a pass to Johnson. Johnson drives. Johnson leaves at the last minute. Dunk!
Oh, my goodness. Went through the hands.
C.J. Grant dunks the basketball. Here's a 3 on the way. It is good. 52-49 as the Eagles answer now. Johnson, top of the circle. Johnson leaves now, will drive and will be fouled. That'll be the 4th team foul, as I believe, let's see, not sure who this one was on.
Well, it's now starting to rack up for the Eagles now. Just a moment ago, they just had 1. Now they're already up to 4.
9:15 to go in regulation. Johnson, open look 3 off the inbounds, got it.
Beautiful.
Good looking shot that time. Off the inbounds, and we have a timeout on the floor as the Bears now with the tray They tie the ball game up 52-all. We will step aside, a 1-minute break. This is a full timeout. 1 minute, we're back. Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank is on JLX.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake McKenzie from All South Land and Timber. We have been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Welcome back to the Glen Arc Clem Gym. We are tied at 52, 9 minutes to play in the second half. Here's Allen, going to leave underneath, lay in good, 23. Omar Cumberbatch makes it 54-52. Here's Trinity Epps over to Johnson now. Johnson to Beckham, right side perimeter. Picked up by Morgan defensively. Skips a bounce pass along the baseline. Backing up, stops his dribble, loses the handle, does C.J. Grant into the hands of the Eagles. Eagles with the basketball, left side. This is Jaquan Pack. He'll leave it now with Allen, who's open for three. It's going to be short, and Beckham pulls down the board for the Bears. Beckham leaves now with Johnson. Johnson drives in the paint, hippity hop. He is going to be fouled. Hopped in the lane, and he's fouled by Jaquan Pack. And will he go to the line, or will it be a baseline? It'll be baseline. I thought maybe he was shooting, but no.
Maurice with 12 points after that three-pointer just a few moments ago.
Inbounds, and the shot is good from Carterius Evans. Nice inbounds pass, easy does it. And he kissed it off the glass to tie the ball game at 54. 8 minutes to go at the Clem. Here's 21, going to drive, shot off the mark, no good. Rebound coming out to Epps and company for the Bears. Epps with the basketball, left side perimeter. Epps stops his dribble, looks, finds Johnson, top of the key. Johnson will drive through a double team, and an offensive foul is called.
Well, that's number 7 for the Bears.
Bonus coming up, but this was an offensive foul here, so they'll inbound baseline. Got a sub coming in, I believe Cam Scott going to come back in. Scott, the 6'6" sophomore from Pinson Valley High School in Birmingham. We got some sweat on the floor. They're going to wipe that up.
Cam's having what's probably his game of the season, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block.
Yeah, really. Having a great game. All right, we'll inbound now as the Bears showing some press here with 7:43 to go. We're tied at 54 here at the Clem. Inbounds pass. Eagles will break the timeline easily and will go all the way. He walked. Yes, walking with a basketball. Jaquan Pack. I'm not wearing stripes, but I certainly saw that one, and so did Mr. Referee. Pack will go to the bench, and back in is Kai Morgan. Bears will work it in. C.J. Beckham crossing a timeline with a dribble. Skips a bounce pass. On the wing, right side. Here's a pass, whistles away from the ball, I believe. C.J. Grant was looking for, I believe, Carterius Evans, and we have a call and a foul here. Excuse me. And the Bears will inbound baseline.
think that was maybe a hold from what I saw.
Only the 5th team foul, according to the scoreboard. Inbounds to Carterius, kissed it off the glass, no good. Too much mustard on it, but he's going to be fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. So Carterius going to try to break this tie.
Carterius with 6 points and 4 rebounds and a block thus far in the game.
Like you say, not his normal kind of night. He's averaging 15 points a game, but got in foul trouble early. And now the referees will...
That's what I thought. They've adjusted the fouls to 7 apiece.
Okay. But he was in the act of shooting, so he will shoot 2 instead of the 1 and 1, and the shot is no good. Epps in there, Beckham.
Cornelius Grant and Scott.
Scott, and at the line is Carterius Evans. Second shot on the way. This one will fall. It's good, and it's 55-54. The Bears showing some press here. Morgan looking, will deliver a long pass. Oh, my goodness, the dunk will not go. Whistles, out of bounds. It'll be Bear basketball. And he went up hard for that dunk, but he didn't connect. That was, I believe, Malachi Hampton going for the dunk that time.
I want to say that he may have, I think it was Cornelius Grant that he saw just coming in as peripheral that may have messed him up.
7 minutes from the Clem here. Evans to Epps. He'll leave it off now with Beckham. Beckham to Scott. He'll dribble in the paint, kick out to Trinity Epps. Here's the ball loose, back to Epps now, over to Scott. Scott will drive with 6 to shoot, puts it up, puts it in.
Scott has just been on fire, Brett. 17 points.
Great job that time, just the floater in the lane to make it 57-54 now. Whistles, and I believe we have a turnover here.
Out of bounds?
Believe we have a turnover here. And
timeout.
Now we have a timeout. We'll take one as well, as Coach Taylor for Coastal North is irate across the way. We will step aside a 1-minute timeout, and we're back with more from the Clem, presented by Pinnacle Bank on WJLX.
Your story starts at Bevil State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevil State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Hi, I'm Mason Boren with Twisted Barley Brewing Company in downtown Jasper, and I do all my banking with Pinnacle Bank.
Hi, my name is Sean Doss from the Cigar Box and Goatee Screen Printing downtown Jasper, and my bank is Pinnacle Bank.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at H.L. Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
And we welcome you back to the Glen R. Clem Memorial Gymnasium, where the Bears have a 3-point advantage. Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank. 6:15 to go in regulation. Beckham with the basketball, going to leave it with Evans. Evans on the wing, has it stripped away. Turnover. Hudson with it now in transition for the Eagles. Lays it up and kisses it off the glass and good. 6 minutes to go. Beckham with the basketball for the Bears. Beckham leaves it with Epps, left side perimeter. Epps to the dribble, top of the key. He'll leave it with Scott. Scott now over to Evans. Baseline drive, whistles, and a foul. And a couple of shots coming up now for Mr. Evans. Shoot the 1-and-1 here.
Carterius with 7 points thus far.
So Carterius with 7, looking to add to it here from the charity stripe. Front half of the 1-and-1 is short and no good as the scoreboard just went off.
Somebody must have unplugged it.
Uh-oh. Shot clock. We had 5:40 left in the ball game here. 5:40 is what we had here. 5:40. 5:36 now as the thing's flickering. Maybe the ghost of Clem messing with us here tonight. I don't know. Historic old Glen R. Clem Memorial Gym. I remember as a kid, far baseline over there, you could hear Coach Clem and his foot. When he stomped, it echoed through this gym like nothing you've ever heard before in your life. It sounded like a cannon going off.
Yeah, looks like we're back in operation.
Yeah, I think so. And we'll inbound side court, 5:36 to go officially. Here we go. Harris with the basketball, picked up by Epps defensively. Comes near side with a pass to Morgan. Morgan works off a screen. Picked up by Beckham now as he comes off the reverse. Feed underneath. The big man's going to be double teamed and fouled. Evans, I believe, got him. That's going to be his fourth, I think. Maybe his fifth. Let's see.
I think this is number 4.
I think so, too. Yep. Yeah, he's got 4.
In the danger zone now.
5:22 to go, and now that's going to send the big man, Hesley, to the line. And where he connects the first one good. That ties us up at 57.
Cam Scott and Evans leave. Maurice Johnson and R.J. Stevens in the game.
Second shot coming up. Good.
Brett, except for just a few brief seconds, this has been the story of this half. It's just a 1-point lead that's been traded back and forth.
Bears trying to get it back. Here's Beckham, a bounce pass on the wing to R.J. Stevens. Ball stolen away. Back the other way in transition. Here's a lay-in. Short, no good. Offensive board. The putback is there. It's no good, but the foul is called again. My goodness. Let's check your Bear lineup here. You have Johnson out there. You have Epps. You have
R.J. Stevens.
R.J. Stevens. Beckham's out there. And who am I missing?
Did you call Johnson?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, Maurice is out there. Maurice Johnson. Shot on the way. The free throw is good. And Coastal North extends their lead. It's 59-57 as Cam Scott checks back in. R.J. Stevens will check out. Bears need a win here tonight, Brian.
They certainly do.
2-5 on the season. Need a win tonight. Shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound coming out to Scott and the Bears. Back the other way. Johnson to Beckham, left side. Beckham. He'll drive with the paint. Stops his. And he'll kick it out to Epps. Over to Johnson. Back over now. 3. Whoa, way off the mark. No good. May have been partially blocked as C.J. Beckham couldn't get it to go. Rebound Eagles. Justin Harris with the basketball. Picked up by Epps defensively. Stops his dribble. We'll leave it with Morgan. Goes left side now to Johnson. Johnson back top of the circle. A drive. A kick out now. 24 with the basketball. Back outside. 3 on the way.
Oh,
it is good. Jordan Johnson with the tray makes it, did they call that a 2?
I think they may have called it a 2.
61-57 your score. Eagles with the lead over the Bears. Cam Scott along the baseline. 4 minutes to go from the Clem. C.J. Beckham back over now to Johnson, who will release the long 2. No good. Oh, the putback's no good. But Epps is there for a long rebound. Whistles, and we have a timeout. Coach Cheatham and the Bears. Your score, 61-57. Coastal North leading Bevil State Walker College. You're listening to Bear Basketball on WJLX, and we'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Your story starts at Bevil State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevil State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than four-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Welcome back to the Glen Clem Memorial Gymnasium. Brett Elmore alongside Brian Hell for WJLX Sports. And Brian, the Bears trying to climb back into this one, down by 4, 3:44 to go in regulation.
Yeah, it's been a very contended second half. You got to think, Brett, with the way his hot hand has been going, I'd look for some more to feed it into Cam Scott. He has just been electric tonight.
Pretty good crowd here on hand to check out some basketball tonight. We'd love to see you Thursday night. We'll be back home against Wallace of Selma. 6 o'clock tip-off, so come on by and join us. I tell you, it's the best $5 you can spend. Cam Scott, I believe, is going to inbound, and he will do so near baseline. Near side. He was lined up to the far sideline, but they said, no, you're going to have to inbound it near side. So Cam will look to trigger it in. He'll get it into Johnson. Johnson at 2 to shoot. No good. And the rebound whistles, and I believe we're going to have a foul on Scott. Reach in off the rebound, I think. Let's see. Am I right or am I wrong? I think I may be wrong.
It looks like it's almost lined up where Cam is going to go to the line. He is at the line.
This is going to be on 25. Malachi Hesley with a reach around, and now, well, that's a nice turn of events.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll send Cam Scott to the line to shoot the 1-and-1, and the first shot is good. Cam's having a good night tonight, right, Brian?
Yes, 18 points, working on number 19.
He only averages 2 points a game, so that kind of shows you what kind of night he's having.
Mm-hmm.
And another successful free throw there brings the Bears to within 2. It's 61-59. We have another timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 30 seconds. Back with more Bear basketball on WJLX, presented by Pinnacle Bank.
Hello, my name is Ike Baker. I'm a surgeon here in Jasper. I've been using Pinnacle Bank since I came here after residency, and I really enjoyed the local decision-making here and have enjoyed our relationship.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at HL Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
Hi, I'm Drew Gilbert, managing partner at Tallulah Brewing Company, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Dr. Amanda Daugherty, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
And we're back to action here at the Glen Clem Memorial Gymnasium. Welcome back. Brett Elmore and Brian Hell, Sebastian Black here as well on the camera. The press being applied, but the Eagles break it with a pass to Kai Morgan. Leave it top of the key. Justin Harris goes far side perimeter with a dribble. Picked up by Beckham defensively. Eyes inside, nothing there. Movement all along the floor here. Bears stick to a man-to-man defense. Here's a kick out on the way. 3, no good. Rebound, and the putback is there. My goodness. 63-59 as Malachi Hesley was there for the offensive board and the putback. Johnson with a basketball right side. Trying to work off a screen. Will come near side. Launch the long deuce. It's no good. Rebound out to the Eagles. Time becoming a factor here. 2:40 to go at the Clem. Here is Kai Morgan. Picked up by Johnson defensively. Looks inside for the big man. Finds him. Working against Evans. Puts it up and in. He's taking control here. The big guy is number 25, Malachi Hesley, and we have a timeout. 65-59 your score. The Bears want to talk things over here and we will take a 1-minute timeout and return to more Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank on WJLX.
Your story starts at Bevil State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevil State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Hi, I'm Mason Boren with Twisted Barley Brewing Company in downtown Jasper, and I do all my banking with Pinnacle Bank.
Hi, my name is Sean Doss from the Cigar Box and Goatee Screen Printing downtown Jasper, and my bank is Pinnacle Bank.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at H.L. Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Back to action here at the Glen R. Clem Memorial Gym. Bears with a basketball trailing here, 65-59. Johnson with a basketball.
Got to have an answering shot, Brett.
Beckham, the floater in the lane. No, will not go. Fight for it. Ball is loose on the floor. Eagles come away with it. 24 has it. Jair Copeland, and a timeout quickly. Coastal North. Coach Chuck Taylor calling it. We'll take one as well. 30 seconds. And we're back with more Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank on WJLX.
Your story starts at Bevil State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevil State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
And we're back at the Glen R. Clem Memorial Gymnasium, and time becoming a factor now, Brian. 65-59, Bears down by 2 possessions with only 1:46 to play.
Yeah, Bears have got to get some kind of a score here in the next few moments, or else the time is just going to be too much.
Yep, going to have a stop here. Can't have the Eagles extend this lead. Coastal North, they have lost 4 in a row and looking to break that right here. Inbounds pass coming up. Knocked out of bounds by Beckham. Good hustle. And now they'll inbound side court. All right, here we go. They look to trigger it in. Looking, 5? Yes, it is. So the Bears force a turnover here.
Well, good defense there, triggered all of that.
But now the Bears going to have to score some points. 1:46 to go in regulation. Bears down 6. And working off a turnover here, Beckham will be the trigger man. Whistles as we got substitutions coming in and out. Here we go. Bears looking to get it in. They get it in now to Evans. Evans will take it all the way to the glass and lay it up and in. 65-61, 1:38 to go. Bears showing press. Trying to get it in, they work it in. Copeland has it. Now back out to Morgan. Morgan, long pass. They get it into the front court now. Here's Morgan. They're holding up. They're going to work clock here. 1:20 to go. 17 on the shot clock. Morgan with a basketball. Morgan gonna leave. Underneath, ball stripped away. Bears with the basketball back the other way. Here we go. Here's Evans gonna lay it up. Oh, he's fouled from behind.
Almost went into the concession stand.
Almost. My goodness.
Brett, we're seeing great defensive play out of Maurice Johnson. That was his 5th steal, and it came at the most critical time.
The steal and back the other way. 2 shots coming up now. And these are big free throws for Evans. And he nails the first one.
His 10th point.
It's 65-62. I've already survived one comeback Saturday night.
Oh.
Excuse me, I don't know if I can handle another one tonight. Come on, Bears, we're going to have this. Second shot is no good. Evans can't get it to fall. It's a 3-point game. Still a one-possession game. Bears trying to tighten up on the D. Here's a pass. Wide open player Johnson going to make a move to the glass and put it up and in.
That's tough.
Jordan Johnson, 50 seconds to go. 5-point advantage, Eagles. Bears need points quickly. Z.J. Beckham missed the free throw. It's no good. Ball fought for. It's going to go into the hands of the Eagles. Stolen by Beckham. Lays it up. Oh, and he's going to be fouled hard. What a sequence of events there for the Bears as Beckham fouled hard and will go to the line to shoot. And Brian,
this is critical because with this, the Bears can tie it with a three-pointer.
Yeah. And they're about to have Drew Allen check in. Here's the first shot on the way. It's good. 67-63, but like Brian mentioned, he needs to nail this one to make it a one-possession game. 38 seconds on the game clock. So you'll have 30 on the, well, there goes the game clock. Now there comes the game clock.
Somebody just needs to hold that if necessary.
38 seconds on the game clock, and like we mentioned, there'll be 30 on the shot. A critical free throw here for C.J. Beckham, the sophomore from Carver High School, comes through. All right, the Bears need a steal here. Looking for it. Allen going to get it in now to Morgan. They're trying to break the timeline. Oh, the ball is tipped. It's stolen away. Bears have it. 30 seconds. Here is the Bears with the basketball. Epps in the corner now. Going to leave it with Johnson. Top of the circle, 19-18. And a timeout. Coach Kelly Cheatham and the Bears, 17 seconds left on the game clock and the shot clock. So this is it, pretty much.
Brett, that was the 6th steal of the game for Maurice Johnson. What an incredible defensive effort. And he's got 12 points, so what a night.
We'll keep it right here as the Bears, Coach Cheatham, and, of course, Coach Chuck Taylor over here for Coastal North going over some final preparations here. The Bears need a tray. And we'll have the basketball, like we mentioned, 17.8 on the game clock, 17 seconds on the shot clock. We'll be back in action against Wallace of Selma Thursday night here at the Clem, so be sure to join us if you can make it out. We'd love to have you. Always a good time here at the gym. And, of course, if you can't make it out, join us here on the radio, WJLX 101.5 FM. If you're in the Walker County area, or you can live stream us online, WJLX1015.com. The video stream on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us there as well. We appreciate it so very much. And, Brian, here we go. Beckham will inbound. Let's see what the Bears have drawn up. Beckham looks to get it into Evans. Now over to Johnson, 15. Johnson, 14, 13, 12. Epps will drive baseline. Epps going to lay it up and in. And it's 67-66. And let's see, we have a timeout on the floor. No, we don't. 5 seconds left. The Bears going to have to they reset the clock to 7 seconds. So the Bears going to either have to get a steal or foul immediately. It is almost stolen. Whistles and a foul. The Bears almost had it. Beckham was over there with Epps. They had him double teamed, and by golly, they couldn't come up with a basketball.
What a heartbreaker.
Man, that is tough.
Well, Brett, there are 4.5 seconds. they will have a chance, will Coastal Alabama, with these 2 free throw shots. If they miss either one of them, the Bears still have a chance to win this game.
It is a 1-point ball game, 67-66. And to the line is Justin Harris. Shot on the way and good. It's a 2-point advantage, 4.5 seconds to go.
Here's the clincher.
Will it be a 2-point advantage or a 3-point advantage? The pressure is on Harris. He eyes the bucket. Shot, good. He nailed them both at 69-66, timeout on the floor. Coach Kelly Cheatham wants to talk things over. We'll take one as well, 30 seconds, and we'll return to the Clem with a conclusion in a moment.
Your story starts at Bevil State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevil State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
We welcome you back to the Glenn Clem Memorial Gym. 4.5 seconds left, 3-point advantage for Coastal North, and the Bears going to have to go the length of the floor, Brian.
Yep, they are. And this is almost a point that you would almost look for Skylar Heiss, but
they get it into Johnson at 3, at 2. Johnson going to leave it with Beckham at the buzzer. No, he missed it. It is no good. No good. 69-66. The Bears had a shot here. The Bears had a shot, and it just would not fall. A little too much. And that is the end of the ball game. 69-66, the final score. My goodness.
What a heartbreaker.
A heartbreaker here at the Glenn Clem Memorial Gymnasium in Jasper. We're going to take a break. Woody will take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back with the final numbers and more. That's coming up next. 1 minute. We're back with more Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank on WJLX 101.5 FM.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake McKenzie from All South Land and Timber. We have been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
We welcome you back to the Glenn Clem Memorial Gymnasium. Your final score, 69-66. The Bears dropped this one tonight to Coastal North as we, on the stream, take one more look at the final play of regulation as number 3, C.J. Beckham, had an open look, but just could not get the shot to fall at the end of regulation. And that gives us your final score of 69-66. The Bears dropped this one tonight in Jasper. Brian, the final numbers for tonight.
Well, we've had some great play tonight. Cam Scott, has to be his game of the year. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. Maurice Johnson, he had a great game. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 6 steals, Brett. And then Carterius Evans with 10 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. lastly, C.J. Beckham, he had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals. So, Brett, it's kind of tough. For the longest time, I said, it's got to be Cam Scott for player of the game. But how do you overturn a dozen points and 6 steals by Maurice Johnson? I mean, 6 steals in a game is tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely. So where are we going with that?
Well, that's a good question. Maybe Bass. Bass, what do you think? Maurice Johnson or Cam Scott?
Depends on what's the stats for them.
What's the stats here?
15 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals with a block for Cam Scott. Maurice Johnson had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 steals.
That's a tough one. I would have to probably go. I'd have to go with Johnson, the sophomore. I liked his play tonight, so we'll go with Maurice Johnson. But they both had really, really good games tonight here at the Clem. Don't forget, we'll be back in action coming up Thursday night. Wallace of Selma into town for a 6 o'clock tip-off. And hopefully the Bears can get back on the winning side of things, Brian. But we'll just have to wait until Thursday night to see what could be our final game before the Christmas break. We don't know yet. They're working on a couple of things maybe closer to Christmas, but we'll know later on.
Yeah, watch our Facebook and our website also. As soon as we find out something definitive, we'll let the folks know.
All right, Brian, anything else before we close out?
No, hopefully we'll see a different outcome next Thursday night, but we'll be back Thursday night with you folks. That's right. So the Bears lose it tonight by 3 in a heartbreaker. That moves the Bears to 2 up and 6 down. 2 and 6 on the season. Coastal North, they move to 2 and 7 on the season. And like we mentioned, next up, Wallace of Selma, Thursday night here at the Clem. Please make your plans to join us. For Sebastian Black, who's been running our camera tonight, for Woody Wilson back at our studio, our producer and engineer, and for Brian Hale, I'm Brett Elmore saying good night from the Glen R. Clem Memorial Gymnasium. You've been listening to Bevil State Walker College basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank on WJLX. Good night.